Hey, what's going on, YouTube? This is your boy CSTTV coming to you live from the office, and I'm coming to you today to discuss the SKB iSeries waterproof, uh, weatherproof, uh, airline-proof, stoner-proof cases. And today's example is for Dreadnought Acoustics. A little bit of a background. I found Takamine at a local pawn shop. Uh, this particular model retails for about $1,300. They had it marked at $500, and I was able to get away with it for $350. The guitar is less than a year old, according to the serial number. It's an amazing find, made in Japan, and you can't have a fine instrument and not invest in a proper case for it. So, I do a lot of eBay business. Found this one for a steal, and I thought, let's make the investment. Let's take care of the instrument, as all of you should be doing if you're spending a lot of money on these really great instruments. Put it in its proper case. Give it a proper home, protect it. It's an investment. If not something that will accrue monetarily, then something that will at least bring you years of playing enjoyment. I'm a huge advocate for cases. I particularly am into the molded plastic cases, as you've seen from my previous video with regard to the Ibanez MR500C. For their kind of fit all for a lot of their guitars. This is no different. This is me going nutty for another case. Well worth it, in my humble opinion. Now, I'm not going to make this as long as the last video was, and just to address the last video, because I know these questions will continue to come up. When I have the chance to measure something, see if it fits inside a case, I'll do it. I don't work for a store, so my exposure to some guitars are pretty much limited to the rare occasions that somebody comes over to the office with a different instrument that I can check. I know somebody on the previous video asked me if their Mayonnaise guitar would fit in that particular Ibanez case. No clue. No clue. Frankly, if it weren't for a video on Phillip McKnight's channel, which I will link in the description, I wouldn't even know that company existed. My only advice to you is, if you have a fine instrument, if it's something that you want to keep for a long time, if it's something that you want to protect, spend the money on a case. Just spend the money. Find out if it fits. If it doesn't, you can always return it. You can always sell it, recoup some of your funds. I've been lucky in that regard, getting cases that are used or slightly blemished that still work. Who cares if a case has some scratches on it? At least the guitar doesn't have scratches on it. That's the important part. So spend the money. Spend the money. But enough of that. Anyway, let's take a look here. I'm only going to have my Takamine. I don't own any Taylor's, Martin's, Breedloves, so we'll have to assume that if it's a Dreadnought, that it'll probably fit. Okay. I will address one issue right now. The Takamine's headstock is a little long. The guitar still fits, but for a moment, I thought it was a little long, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be too snug or not. But those concerns have been sated. I'm really happy with this product from SKB. They continue to do good work, and they continue to get my business. I didn't pay full price for this case because, again, I got it used, but I don't know anybody at SKB or any of the other case companies, so no one's given me any freebies or anything of that sort. Anyway, let's just do a quick overview here, and I got finally have both hands free, unlike the last video. Got myself a little tripod action. Still figuring out YouTube content creation, so there you go. Anyway, you can see there, it's got one latch on the end, 4 latches on the side, and another latch on the other end for a total of 6. Pretty neat. Like most of the iSeries cases, it has wheels, which are casters, which are on this side of the case. Let's go ahead and open her up. Super cool gray interior. Love that crushed velvet look, super neat. And as you can see, I got room for a few things. I got my really cool guitar strap in there. I'm a Texas boy, coming at you from Seattle, Washington, but I got my Texas flag in here. I've got cleaning cloth in there. You probably fit some pedals. I've got a tuner. You know, plenty of room for this stuff. Super great. Like I said, totally happy. You can see on either side of the case, you have indents where you can lift the guitar out. If you had a standard acoustic that didn't have a cutaway, this would be full. So that's super cool here that there's room in the cutaway. You also have room for strap pins there. Works out super nice. If you take a look at the headstock, you can kind of see where there was some where it's kind of super tight right here. But again, you know, better snug than too loose, I think. And I don't intend to do any traveling. I just really like having a nice case for a nice guitar. In the description, I'm also going to link to a video demo of that Sweetwater does with their SKB rep. I think that's also a really informative video, and ultimately it was that video that convinced me to make this purchase. He does a drop test, and he does the step test. So first and foremost, in tune. I'm about 200 pounds. There you go. What do you think? It's all about, ultimately how confident you feel. Is this going to take care of your instrument? Again, this is about a $1,300 Takamine, and I'm willing to do that. I'm nuts about these kinds of things. I take super good care of my cases, let alone taking care of my instruments. And I was willing to do that. Consumer confidence right there. All right, I'll go ahead and, again, I'll put both those links in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. This is SKB iSeries Dreadnaught shape. I also am lucky to have an iSeries Les Paul and iSeries Paul Reed Smith. Both have been amazing. Both of those, plus the Sweetwater video, really convinced me that this was going to be a good purchase. I'm super happy with it. Built like a tank. Not even kidding. Total of 3 handles. Main handle on either side. Super awesome. Super great. All right, y'all. Good luck. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe. First time I've said that ever in a YouTube video. I guess I'm a content creator now. Hopefully these videos will get better as time goes on. Thanks a lot. Have a great night.